What is up, YouTube? This is Piccolo here, and I'm back with another video. Now, I apologize because I wanted to make a video earlier this week, but unfortunately, I got real busy, and unluckily, I also got sick. So, yeah, I was feeling pretty weak throughout the whole week. But thankfully, I had a good bag of senzu beans. So they would help me get from point A to point B, and as soon as I get home, I would crash. But anyway, but now I feel a lot better. So now I'm going to be speaking on how to navigate through this blue pill world as a red pill man. Not just a red pill man, but an Ibmore man. You can't go through the world as a blue pill man. I'm sorry, I can't even call blue pill men men. They're actually simps. Let me rephrase. You can't go through the world as a simp. And the way I see simps as women in men's body. Kind of like a reverse drag. Yeah. So I'm going to speak on how to navigate through this abomination which we call our reality. And uh, I have 5 tips on how to do so. Because we can't navigate the world like any other niggas because we ain't like any other niggas. But anyway, let me get it out to my first tip. So, my first tip is to not be so transparent. Now, when I first ate the red pill, this was my first mistake I made. Being so transparent, telling people what was going around in the world and, how I felt. And looking back now, I realize I should have just kept that to myself because people really wouldn't be able to handle what I say. And I've been told that my thoughts and feelings and opinions hurt people, like I care. So basically, I don't let people know what I'm thinking, especially women, especially women. Now, of course, women nowadays, when they're trying to get to know you and trying to get something out of you, they're gonna try to ask you 21 questions like that 50 Cent song. Yeah. So, like example, not too long ago, I had this one girl ask me, "So, what do you like to do for fun?" So, of course, I wasn't gonna break out a list of activities I like to do for fun. So, I just gave her a vague answer. I told her I like to be around fun people. And of course, she took it as a compliment, even though I wasn't really saying a compliment. I was just being vague. But she must have thought I was talking about her, and I was like, all right. Another thing a woman will ask is, what do you do for work? Now, of course, that's them trying to finesse. So, of course, when I get asked what I do for work, I tell them I work for a company. And they ask, what company? I tell them the name of the company, and then she's like, oh, well, what do you do at that company? And then I tell them I just work there. They're basically trying to know how much I make. So, like, they want access to my W-2. When in reality, you don't really gotta tell them anything about yourself. You don't want to tell them. I mean, they're not the cops. You don't gotta let them interrogate you. And of course, I don't tell them about my beliefs and ideology because if they found out that, you know, I believe cheating, quote unquote, isn't actually a thing, well, or more like it's one sided, or if I actually tell them the true meaning of adultery, some simps is going to want to fight me. And I've actually had that happen to me before because I was being too transparent. And it even got to the point where simps started making ultimatums at me. And I'm like, sorry, I don't negotiate with terrorists. So basically, what I'm basically saying is not to be so transparent. Now, wait a minute, hold up now. Now, I'm not saying to lie to people, unless you have to. But I want you to be as candor as you can possibly be. I mean, hell, I'll lie under oath. Just cuz. But anyway, let me get down to my next tip, which is also related to the first one, which is to not engage with Simpson hoes. Simpson hoes, Simpson hoes. Like, I don't talk anything political, social, economical, environmental, any of that with, Simpson hoes. Basically, if we ain't talking money, we ain't gotta talk. And of course, I'm not gonna speak finances with women. Now, let me share a little story. I was watching basketball one day, right? And I was speaking with a female cousin, and she saw me watching basketball, and she decided to mention Tristan Thompson because he was cheating, quote unquote, on Khloe Kardashian with Kylie's best friend, whatever the fuck. So of course, they basically get to male bashing him, calling him a dog, this, that. And in my mind, I'm thinking I'm not going to engage because I'm not trying to start an argument and I'm trying to watch a basketball game. And besides, I don't think he did anything wrong. Well, except get himself involved with a Kardashian. I wouldn't say that's wrong, just extremely dumb. But then again, Tristan Thompson doesn't look too bright in the head. Ever since he got with Khloe Kardashian, his points, rebounds, and field goal percentage has went down substantially. So the Cleveland Cavaliers are looking at him like he's a lost cause. So I take a look at Kylie's best friend, and I'm thinking, damn, she actually looks good. I mean, shit, I would have done the same thing. I would have been like, oh, girl, give me that. I mean, yeah, I would have basically done the same thing. And let's face it, Khloe is about to hit the wall, and like Chris Rock said, new pussy clears your mind, which I misquoted in one of my videos. But anyway, yeah. So like, no man can't resist. What's her name? Jordan Wood. I mean, any man who's been in a relationship knows that when you're in a relationship, suddenly all this pussy gets thrown all your way. Like, like it gets to the point where this dude was being offered foursomes. Like he had three women stick their titties out for him and ask him, "Hey, you wanna play six balloons?" Something like that. And plus, you don't even gotta pay nothing for it. You just be getting all this pussy for free. Like it gets to the point where you don't even have to spit game. All you gotta do is just say, "Free, free, 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 free." And there was another time where I got into it with a bunch of females while I was watching a basketball game. Actually, it was the NBA Finals. I don't remember which finals it was because the same team has played for like what the past 4 years. So it's not even which team; it's more like which finals. So yeah, I was watching the NBA Finals with a bunch of girls, and uh, Rihanna was at the game. Now, let's keep in mind you shouldn't be watching sports with women because they don't really understand what's going on. They're constantly in a state of confusion. In fact, I remember I had one of the girls ask me, "Oh, which two teams are playing?" And I told her the Bridges and the Seas. Anyway, let me get on with my message. I remember Rihanna being at one of the games, right? She was fangirling over LeBron. And also Jay-Z was at that game too. It was the first NBA Finals game. It was in Golden State, and LeBron's away from home, away from his wife and kids. So basically, I already knew what was gonna go down. So you know, the Cavaliers lost, of course, because the Warriors had Kevin Durant, and uh, you know, I don't know if y'all know anything about MK Ultra, but I'm not gonna really speak too much on it on this video. But what I'll basically say is Jay-Z handed LeBron Rihanna's keys. In fact, Jay-Z has a song called "I Got the Keys, the Keys, the Keys, I Got the Keys." Now, of course, I wasn't gonna tell a bunch of women that, but you know, I'm telling them that, like, yo, LeBron's gonna smash Rihanna tonight after this game. I'm telling you. And of course, they start yakking at me like, "Boy, shut up! You don't know nothing." And I'm looking at him like, "All right." And then the next game, he gets a triple double. It's all in vain though, because he still lost. So there's really no need to engage with, you know, Simpsonos. So let me get down to my next tip, which is to be self aware. Self awareness could get you not killed in life. You have to sort of know your environment, know yourself as well, and know the people around you. Because not many people can say they're self aware nowadays. Like, to be self aware, you have to know what you're good at and how good you are at it. Like, example, when I was young, academically, I when I was in high school, I didn't really know what I wanted to really be. In fact, I was like that in the beginning of college too. So I was basically in there to kill time. But um, at first, I was in there for the medical field because that's what my dad told me to go to. And of course, I realized I didn't have the personality for it because, like I said, I'm too transparent. And I'm not really emotional with people like that. So I decided to go into computer science instead because since I was a child, I've always been good at math. And while I was doing computer science, I picked up on binary coding and programming fairly well. And let's keep in mind that this country is a corporation, so you basically gotta do what makes the economy go. Pardon me, my phone was ringing. But basically, you gotta do what makes the economy go ka-ching. Anyway, let's get on with the next topic. And my next topic is to not get attached to anything. Now, it says in the Bible that we can't fall in love with anything in the flesh, especially women, because one way or the other, they're gonna be gone with your money. Hell, I've even heard some cases where they leave with their husband's kidney. I know, it's crazy. And you can't get attached to your money either because let's keep in mind money comes and goes, and we don't have enough silver and gold to back up the money we do have, and the economy is not too far from flopping. So let's keep that in mind. So you sort of need to adapt a nomadic state of mind because you have to sort of think a few steps ahead, and you know, you can enjoy things for now, but you also have to be aware enough to know when you have to be aware enough to know that everything has a time limit, and you have to know when to leave. Like recently speaking, both my grandparents, my grandma and grandpa, they both died 4 months apart. And you know, my grandpa was very sick, so I sort of saw it coming. But when my grandma died, I was shocked. I was sad, man. I grieved. I wept. But it also forced me to grow up a bit, and it made me realize, like, nothing lasts forever. Or what was that movie quote? Nothing. What, gold's first green, whatever. So, as an Ibmore man, I wouldn't develop any attachments except to the Most High because everything comes and goes, including us. I mean, it's a harsh reality, but hey, it is what it is. What more can I say, really? Anyway, so my last tip is to not conform. Now, me personally, I don't really have Western ideologies. Like, I don't celebrate holidays anymore. I used to, and I used to love Christmas when I was a kid. But when I got my first job, that's when all these women started asking me, "Oh, so what are you gonna get me?" And I remember one Christmas I legit spent at least $1,000. And then from that point on, I think that was about my last Christmas. So basically, I didn't celebrate Christmas after, and I don't plan on celebrating Christmas after. And another thing I don't eat pork or shrimp, lobster, crabs, basically crustaceans, because uh, I found out they're no good for me. I read it in Leviticus chapter 11, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong, but yeah, Leviticus chapter 11. Yeah, I stopped eating that, and the ironic thing is, I live in Boston, right? And on my TV, I'm constantly seeing Red Lobster commercial, but there's not a single Red Lobster in Boston. And you know how black girls love shrimp. In fact, I used to love shrimp too, but now I don't eat it no more. And another thing I don't do that constantly gets promoted through rap music is I don't fuck niggas bitches anymore. Now, of course, I've done it before. I've never committed adultery. I don't plan to. And, you know, it's not like I intended on fucking that dude's woman. It just, she was just coming on to me heavy. What was I supposed to do? Turn down free pussy? But, I mean, looking back now, it's like I shouldn't covet another man's ass, wife, concubines, or anything that belongs to another man. So I don't basically fuck niggas bitches anymore. I'm not like Future, who I low key think is lame for getting himself involved with another NBA player's wife. I don't know why the hell he would do that, but I mean, hey, I guess that's just how he was raised. It is what it is. So yeah, I think I've been speaking long enough. I think it's time for me to put a cap to this video and just close it out. So like, comment, subscribe, and check me out on my next video. This is Piccolo out. Peace.